Hey everyone, it's Honest Hughie here, and it's that time of year again where I've got to do worst movies of the year list. So, there's been a lot of stinkers this year, like a lot, but there's been some that I flat out haven't watched. Like I know War of the Worlds was number one, and a few I've watched. I haven't watched that, didn't watch Strangers. I did try an attempt to watch him, because that was going to be on my list. Him's not going on my list because I couldn't get through him. Excuse me, I couldn't get through the movie. And neither is the Pete Davidson one, The Home, because I didn't watch the whole lot. So these are the worst movies that I've watched all the way through start to finish of this year. Some of these I'm mad that they're like number one spot, I'm quite mad. And my number four spot, yeah, that's going to annoy me too, considering the guy who written it. So let's delve into my list. So, coming in at number five, so five's worst, number one's good, we know this, don't we? So coming in at number five is, oh God, I've got to talk about this one, Electric State. Now, with Electric State, the premise is great. The books, like the novel, it's great, it's dark, it's gritty, it's mint. I don't know what the hell they did with Netflix. I don't know what's gone on with this movie. Like, people who haven't read the novels, I haven't read the novels, I've just read up on the novels. Like I'm aware of them, if that makes sense. It's like I know that it's gritty and it's mainly about how it's sort of not so much dystopian world, but like a dead world took over by AI really, and everyone's all plugged in and it fries the brain basically. This one then delves into that a little bit, but it's dug down so much. It's a 12A for one thing, and it shows it's just too. It's bad. Like the budget was really one of the highest budgets of the year. I don't know where it went. I really don't know where the money went. One of the main scenes, I mentioned this in my review of this when I mentioned it on a list. There's a scene where like they go out with two main protagonists, or three I think, the robot too, and Safe Haven gets absolutely destroyed. We don't see any of that fight. It just shows us it after. Major characters die. We don't see the deaths. And then the ending, the last fight at the end was good. But the actual ending, she releases a video, yeah, calling all robots to that safe haven, all survivors, all people of safe haven, to put a massive mark on them, because she's took down a massive leader who had connections, a lot of connections established throughout. They're all going to want to kill him now, and she's literally broadcast where they are. It's like, what the hell? Like, it wasn't like a secret tape she sent to them. It was a full-on broadcast. And it's like, you barely survived that fight. Barely. And the whole plot at the end was terrible. Not to mention the CGI. The CGI looked good, I'll admit. But yeah, it was terrible. And it was a shame because the cast was mint as well. The cast was unreal. And the robots looked really cool, the design of them. It was just the story. It just fell flat, especially the ending. So anyway, coming in at number four is the movie I've mentioned this before. Now, this was going to be higher up, but there's three stinkers that I have to put above it. I have to put them above it. So this I would put higher up, but at least it had some fun kills. Like there was a laugh out loud kill that really had me like in stitches. And that's coming in with number four, Fear Street Prom Queen. Now, Fear Street trilogy, bit of a tongue twister, is my favourite trilogy going, horror trilogy. I love it. Absolutely love it. I think the story's amazing, cast's great. Granted, they kill some characters off. I care about all the characters. I cared about the one who got put through the bread shredder. Brutal death. And I cared about her. Even though at the beginning she was horrible, near the end I rooted for her, and the death felt very like, oh, I wanted her to live. And I was just very like thrown off by that, how good it was, because I thought it was going to be a daft little slasher. And witches. I love anything like witch. I've just realised my fan's in the video here. I can get right out the video. Hold on, I'll move that. Whoo! I definitely don't need that. It's bloody freezing. Right, so as I was getting into, the Fear Street trilogy, amazing. Can't say it because it's a tongue twister. But Fear Street Prom Queen was done by a different guy. And it has zero right to be anywhere near that property. It has no right to be near that property. It is crap. It is terrible. From the reveal at the end, makes zero sense, to the kills being how low budget it is, how just boring it is as well. It's very boring. There's bits like they were trying to build up just characters that were just boring. I didn't care about any of them. Now, there is one death that is absolutely hilarious, and I will tell you it. Which was, you know, kind of made me think, oh, this movie's going somewhere, and then it just falls flat and it's trash after it. And it's bloody, a guy gets his hand chopped off by the killer, right? So his hand's off, and he's struggling to go, and there's a door, and he's like, all right, I'm going to open this door, and he gets his other hand chopped off, and then he goes towards the door, and it's a round handle, and he's trying to open it with it because he's got no hands, and it's absolutely, like, that death was hilarious. So I was like, I'm up for this if it's like that. If it's just stupid, fun, bad, I'll watch the whole thing. And then it just goes boring. Like, there is some deaths, but they're off screen, and you see a few, and it's just the reveal at the end, it being the dad, and then the mum and the family, and it just was like, this is not, the main reason why it's on this list, I've said this, there's no right to be near Fear Street. Should have just been its own movie, and it still would have been bad, but I think I know, yeah, it's just the fact that, like, the guy, the director, it's like, he has no right to be near Fear Street. If you look at Fear Street, it's an amazing story. You could have, like, this is the backstory of it too. The backstory of the witch. It does the goal of try and tie her in. Not backstory, after it. Does the goal of saying, oh, you're the one who did this, you know, the killer's child, you know, the witch's daughter or whatever. And she does nothing. She's not even, like, got any powers or anything. It's trash. Don't waste your time with it. It's funny for the deaths, but that's about it. Like I said, the only one death that's hilarious is the hand one. The rest are terrible. I think that's been done before. No, I can't remember what movie. Anyway, coming in at number 3. Had to do it. I've reviewed this one on my channel. Whew, good lord, I had an explosion. This cold's doing my absolute nothing. Like, it's one of them colds that hang around forever. And it feels like COVID, but it's really not COVID at all. Because it's just, oh, I don't know what it is. It's a new version of something. Anyway, getting into my list. This has annoyed me. And like I said, I've done a review on this movie. Playdate. Where do I start? The cast. Amazing. Amazing cast. Story. Trash. Absolute dog shit. Like, honestly, like, really, the main storyline is he kidnaps, so basically it's Alan Rickman and Kevin James, and basically Alan Kidman? Rickman? I said that totally wrong. Richmond, I don't know. Alan, I'm just going to call him Alan. I don't want to butcher his surname anymore. Them two, basically, he kidnaps a kid. And it basically starts from went to tell the police that this company's experimenting on the kid, and the kid basically calls it, and the police basically call him a, you know, pedo. And then we go along, and then the running joke of the bloody movie, the funny running ha joke, he's on the amber list for a pedophile. And then Kevin James gets called it too, because he turns in, because he finds out that Alan's character has kidnapped the kid. And he's like, right, this guy's kidnapped the kid. Right, who's the kid who's with you? Because he has a stepson. Oh, he's not my actual son. Right, you're a pedo. We're going to call the police, blah, blah, blah. That's the whole first fight. It's because they think he's a pedo. Apart from one guy with a knife. The others joining in, fighting because they think he's a pedo. There's a whole bit of cars and mums trying to box him in, trying to ram him off the road. Not because they think, oh, I don't like this guy, blah, blah, blah. Because they're trying to do the right thing because they think he's a pedo. Because he's on the Amber Alert list. And the whole bottom line joke of that, it's because of his jacket. Do you think it's my jacket? Yeah. It's all about Alan's. Get that movie out of here. Get out of here. Honestly. And I can start with the, oh my god, the ending. They just kill a load of kids at the end. Like, straight up blow the building up at the end with a load of kids in. Granted, the clones of Alan's character, but they blow him up, and oh my god, don't waste your time with it, seriously. The jokes don't land at all either. They go on as well. Like, the bad jokes that don't land, and it just goes on, like, dragging out that joke, and it's trash. So, coming in at number 2, which is another horror movie. Classic. Love the originals. I'm going to say it straight away. I know what you did last summer. Love the originals, right? Granted, they are bad, but they're good. They're not terrible, but they are good. and they're loyal with the characters. They don't, mess any characters up. This new one is trash. Absolute dog. Now, the reason why it got really bad for me at the end, granted, it was boring, the story. But the main thing is, the kills are quite cool. Kills are fine, kills were there. And I could roll with it if it was like just a daft killing movie. Even if it was the girl, I could roll with that. But the legacy characters, absolutely screwed them over. They do them so dirty. She does absolutely nothing in the movie. And he, spoiler, if you care about spoilers, I don't think you do, and I wouldn't worry about this. Just know this going in anyway. Our main killer, it reveals at the end, it's the guy from the other ones. The good guy, the one who survived the towns, I forgot his name. And it's absolute trash. It's a rubbish ending. It deserves a higher spot. The only reason it's not my number one spot is because my number one, it doesn't need, I'm going to get into my number one soon, and I'll really explain why it's number one. This is just, oh man, I was quite hyped for it too, because I loved the other three. Two even, there was two of them, wasn't there? There was a DVD one, wasn't there? That's the one I'm mistaking it with. I think it was like a remake or something. I don't know what happened with it, straight TV. That one was bad. Better than this one. At least they didn't screw him over. The love interest, that's what it is. Well, you know anyway if you've watched it. The love interest, like really? Him? He was like our hero? He was my man? No, he would not in a million years, let alone threaten her at the end to kill her. And they got married, yeah, and they divorce him in this one. They make it so she hates him. Don't explain why, they don't say what's going on. This is before he decides to go on a killing spree. And it doesn't really fully, like, the reason he goes on the killing spree is stupid too. Oh, because not enough, people talking about this tonight even happened to cover it up, so I'm trying to uncover it by being the killer myself. What? Mate, it's been covered up, that's good, because your missus at the time would have been in jail, and you would be in jail, because he's all killed the last guy, he's killed the murderer, and he was dead, and they would have been arrested for murder. You can say whatever, but they would be in jail still, serving time, because they cover it up and says it hasn't happened. They got free with it too. There's little things. Anyway, screw him, screw the ending. That movie can do one. Get that out of here as well. These movies are getting on my nerves now. This is like triggering me, because honestly, I was so excited for these movies. Play date as well. Oh, I can't, honestly. So, my number one spot, right? Now, granted, it's part of a so-called, he's doing a trilogy, this guy. And the first one was actually quite good. Bad, so bad that it was good. That type of thing. It's called Driveway Dolls, the first one. So there's another one. It's the brother who did Avengers. I forgot the name. Conan Brothers or something. Anyway. Honey, don't watch it. Honey, don't watch it. It doesn't have an ending. Like, flat out, just cuts out mid-movie and roll credits. Now, I mentioned about this being a trilogy. They don't tie in. None of them ties in. Same actors, doesn't tie in. This builds up to nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, it's a nothing burger. It is absolute, but it keeps building for something, if that makes sense. Like, so it's about basically, we got Chris? Yeah, we got Chris Evans in this movie. Well, not my camera then. Chris Evans. We got the woman out of, what's it called, the supplement? Supplement? Don't know where I got that from. Substance. Whoa, her out the Substance. And she's an amazing actress, by the way. I love her. Again, follows her, and they made her flat and boring. And Charlie Day's in this. Charlie Day is terrible in this too. He's the only one who carries it though. Him and Chris Evans and the main character, like the actors, carry it. And we've also got hold on while I think of her name. I've gone blank. Well, pause. Audrey Plaza. I can't say her name. I don't know if that's the right name or not. The camera's not listening to me now, so I'm going to wrap this up. But Honey Don't is absolutely, like I say, it leads to this cult, and basically the girls got murdered at the beginning, and it's to do with a cult, and it delves into who the killer is, blah, blah, blah. Reveals, like, someone, like, her lover near the end. I'll just say the end, because there's no ending to this anyway, I may as well tell you. Basically, it builds up to, she figures out that it's her love interest in the movie, Audrey Plaza. And they have a scuffle, very brutal fight. You know, nothing happens up until there, a couple of things, but nothing much. And I clocked out anyway. And I was drawn back into that last fight, and I thought, right, she's going to go. And Chris Evans carried this movie. My God, he was good in this. Macaroni. That's all I'm going to say about Chris Evans. You don't know if she's watching it. His whole speech about macaroni, it's just funny as. Anyway, so not being a dum-dum, but you know it's linked to him. You know he brainwashed her. You know he's turned her. So that's what he's doing. So she drives, and we're thinking, right, she's going to drive to him. And there's a French lady at the beginning who cleans up Chris Evans' messes every time he makes a mess, pulls up near her, and she looks at her, smiles at her, and the French lady looks at her, doesn't know who this woman is, has no idea who she is, smiles at her, and credits roll. Credits roll. What the hell? Where's my ending? Where's the ending? What? I'd rather the French lady have just shot her, and then at least it's an ending. It's a terrible ending. It's a trash ending, but at least it's an ending. It just ends, and people are like, "Oh, she's going to join him. She's going to." Why would she join him? He brainwashed her love interest throughout the whole movie. He brainwashed her, had her use her to try and kill her. And the last one isn't going to be linked to this. This is a one-off on its own. So it's number one because there's no ending. Where's this ending? There was no ending. Like, what the hell? There was zero ending to this, so that's my number one spot. Top 5 worst movies of the year, wrapped up now. I'm going to wrap the video up now because it's like a Christmas bomb. It's like a nice Christmas present wrapped in a pretty bow, but it's cold. This was a terrible list. I didn't like doing this list, but I also had some fun doing the video because why not? I got a rant about them. So, if you like the video, subscribe, you know the drill. Give me a like. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to do best movie, so it'll be a happier video next. Hopefully so, anyway.